Those who have been following our channel already know that I'm a big fan of gas masks with two eyepieces. They offer great flexibility, fit well to the wearer's face and are decently compact. That's why we're excited to bring you a review of a gas mask with a similar design, Skydmask 90, made by the Swedish company SES Protection. In this video, we'll break down the mask's features and accessories and test how it performs during strenuous physical activity. We'll also evaluate the mask's compatibility with a low-cut ballistic helmet, as well as its impact on sight alignment and rifle handling. Since we're testing a Swedish gas mask, we figured why not unleash Sweden's most infamous weapon of mass olfaction, Surströmming. Let's see whether Skydmask 90 can survive the apocalyptic horror of fermented herring juice vaporizing in real time. I wish I could start reviewing the mask, but I feel like I'm missing something. Ah, there we go. How could anyone take me seriously without wearing a plate carrier, especially in the US? The mask was sent to us by SES Protection and it came with this nice textile bag. It's good for a short-time storage during transport to prevent minor damage, but it certainly can't replace a gas mask pouch. Before we proceed, let me clarify that this is not a sponsored video and SES Protection had no involvement in the review process. They sent it to us for an honest review without any obligation to praise the mask. We really appreciate it because it shows their confidence in the quality of their product. Skydmask 90 comes with a plastic face form to prevent deformation during storage. Face forms or storage units should, in my opinion, come with every gas mask, which is unfortunately not the case with many. Its bright green color makes it clearly distinguishable from the rest of the mask, so it's hard to forget to take it out before donning the mask. What I really appreciate is how easily the form can be removed from the facepiece and inserted back whenever needed. The facepiece of the mask is made of bromobutyl rubber, which, with the correct filter mounted, protects the wearer's face, eyes and respiratory organs against chemical and biological warfare agents, toxic industrial materials and radioactive dust. The eyepieces of the 90M variant are made of polysulfone, whereas 90C and 90F versions are made of acrylamide. To put it simply, eyepieces of 90M are more resistant to scratches and impact compared to the eyepieces of the other two. This design offers great flexibility, which significantly improves the mask's adaptability to various face shapes. Single visors might be the current industry trend, but two eyepieces are, in my opinion, timeless. 90M is a twin-port variant of Skydmask 90, so you can choose on which side you prefer to mount a protective filter. This is especially important for rifle handling, as a filter placed on the wrong side will obstruct your sight picture. The mask is equipped with a drinking system, which we'll test later in the video. Exhalation valve and the so-called voice horn form a single unit, and based on my previous experience with masks that share this design, I've really come to appreciate its practical simplicity. There is no membrane that can get defective and make your voice sound really awful. It's basically just one valve, which can be easily replaced on your own. It also works as a sweat and condensation removal system. It's very simple, but quite multifunctional. Skydmask 90 comes in 3 sizes, 1 for large, 2 for medium and 3 for small. The size of the mask is embossed above the left eyepiece. Having multiple sizes to choose from, combined with a flexible facepiece, ensures a reliable seal and comfort fit for a wide range of face and head shapes. The date of manufacture and batch number are embossed on the upper left tab that connects the facepiece to the head harness buckle. This mask was manufactured in 2024 as part of badge 008. Speaking of head harness, Skydmask 90 features a 6.1, which, as I mentioned in previous reviews, is a golden standard for optimal weight distribution and comfort, especially for prolonged periods of wearing. Compared to other similar masks, Skydmask 90 features a pretty robust rectangular harness pad, which makes the mask even more comfortable and balanced. Now let's see how the mask looks from the inside. There is a mounting point between the eyepieces for vision-correcting spectacles. I don't have the spectacle kit as I don't need it, at least not yet. But for those who wear glasses, the mask allows for the insertion of a spectacle frame fitted with your required dioptric lenses. There is an oral nasal cup made of silicone rubber with an air-guiding inlet valve and a positionable drinking straw operated by a turnable platform at the bottom of the mask. This design is frankly new to me, as I'm used to using levers to rotate the inner tube. I'm actually curious to try it out. The inlet valves and their seats are made in a bright yellow, easily distinguishable color, and if you're wondering why, it's to make routine checks and correct positioning easier. These are very subtle but helpful details I really appreciate. What's also somewhat atypical is that the inner mask has only one air guiding valve, whereas most gas masks I've encountered have two. These valves direct inhaled air towards the eyepieces to prevent fogging by clearing condensation. Skydmask 90 uses only one because of its specific design. The valve needs to be positioned according to the filter placement to ensure proper lens defogging, as shown in this image from the Skydmask 90 user manual. In other words, if you want to mount the filter on the right side, you'll also need to switch the inner mask's valve to the corresponding side. The opposite port is simply sealed with a plug. This is hardly an issue though. If you need to switch the filter placement, you do it once and never have to worry about it again. As long as the defogging system works properly, I'm happy, and we'll see how it performs during our testing. What I'm interested in now is whether I'll be able to unscrew the filter port plug, because as you may have seen in our previous reviews, some filter port plugs are nearly impossible to loosen by hand.
Will I be able to unscrew the filter port plug in under 10 seconds? We'll see.
Are you ready?
Hopefully. Let's do it.
Ready, set, go!
Okay. This was easier than I thought. Filter port plug defeated.
In this case, the filter port plug also works as a secondary voice transmitter, a feature I never say no to, especially when it's not fixed in place and can be switched to the other filter port. Since I already mentioned the user manual, I have to say I love it. It's comprehensive, well organized, and goes beyond basic instructions for the end user. I've read a lot of gas mask manuals, and this one is truly well written and illustrated. You can even download it for free from the SES Protection website and learn a lot about gas masks in general. To prepare a new Skydmask 90 for usage, you need to adjust the head straps first. Fully loosen all the 6 straps, and as you can see, they slide the harness buckles with ease. This is how the mask should look with straps completely loosened. To put on the mask, stretch the 2 bottom straps, although I prefer to stretch the middle straps at the same time. It's a matter of preference. Insert the chin inside the mask first and pull the head harness over the head and down towards the back of the neck. To adjust the straps to your head, start by tightening the bottom ones, but not so tight that they become uncomfortable. Proceed with the middle and top straps. Remember not to pull them with excessive force. Check whether the head pad is located at the center of the head and whether straps aren't twisted. They should lay flat against your head. Then cover the empty filter port with the palm of your hand to check the seal integrity. If you're unable to breathe and the mask collapsed against your face, you're good. To take the mask off, loosen the bottom straps, grab the mask by the exhalation valve cover and pull the mask upwards. Skydmask 90 is compatible with 40mm NATO threaded filters, and to complete the preparation process, we'll screw one in. Don't forget to gently tighten it. Now let's recap the basic rules of gas mask use. In case of imminent danger, immediately close your eyes and hold your breath. Then reach blindly for your pre-adjusted gas mask, which can be tricky without some practice. Tighten the bottom straps and exhale sharply to purge any potential contaminants from the mask. Cover the filter opening to perform the negative pressure test. Masks with front-mounted exhalation valves can also be cleared by covering the exhalation port and exhaling sharply, forcing out potential contaminants through the edges of the mask. Don't be like this guy.
Wow, that sounds like a chemical attack. Snap!
If I had to describe my first impression of wearing Skydmask 90 in just one word, it would be lightweight. It weighs only 440 grams. Avon FM12 weighs 470 grams and OM90 comes in at 500 grams. You might think, what difference do a few grams make? And I can honestly say, it does matter, especially during prolonged use. Of course, FM12 and OM90 aren't heavy by any means, but Skydmask 90 is noticeably lighter. The field of view is excellent. Specifically, it offers an impressive 85% visibility, which provides a wide, unobstructed view and enhances situational awareness in the field. Comfort-wise, it feels alright. The inner mask doesn't put pressure on my nose and there is no kind of discomfort in general. We'll see if that remains the case during physical activity.
Skydmask 90 is quite similar to A1 FM12 when it comes to how your voice is transmitted. Your voice comes out of the exhale valve and is supported by the secondary voice diaphragm on the side of the mask.
We were sent a pair of outserts too, specifically sunnies. They protect your eyes from glare and UV rays, which comes especially useful during bright sunny days. Each outsert has 3 mounting points around the edges to secure it to the eyepiece's plastic frame. Start by attaching the bottom one, then snap the upper 2 mounting points into place to lock it onto the frame. It takes a bit of practice, especially when pressing the upper mounting point, as you might want to use a bit of force. They are quite sturdy though, and once you get the grip, you can mount them quite easily. Alas, that's not the case once you're wearing the mask. Putting the outserts on like this is quite challenging. So far, I was only able to secure 2 of the mounting points, as securing the last one puts pressure on the facepiece, which then collapses towards your face. So I recommend to mount the outserts in advance. Fortunately, you can easily remove them anytime. But I want to keep them on. Just look at them! Skydmask 90 just got angry. So cool! A lot of people keep asking me how various gas masks work with ballistic helmets and whether they can still aim a rifle. Since I own some of the gear myself, we tried the basics with Skydmask 90. It goes pretty well with my low-cut helmet, and the chin strap can be actually secured once loosened, which might be a problem with some other modern gas masks. Aiming and sight alignment while wearing Skydmask 90 works quite well. The mask's low-profile design ensures that no part obstructs your view or interferes with your rifle. We asked some friends from a Swedish CBRN platoon about their experience with Skydmask 90, and they all seem to agree with the feedback from one sergeant. The mask itself is pretty comfortable, even if you use it for long hours, and it works really well with both rifles and pistols. He also added that he has been using this type of mask for over 10 years now and has used it in really hostile environments with live chemical agents, and he has never doubted the functionality of the system. You can check out their Instagram, they post some really cool photos from their training sessions, link is in the description.
Now let's see how Skydmask 90 performs during our usual 30-minute long run.
With bright sun and temperatures nearing 30 degrees Celsius, I was glad to have the sun outserts on. The mask remained very comfortable and stayed firmly on my face even while jumping. Whee! The internal air circulation effectively prevented any lens fogging, and as I mentioned earlier, the mask is impressively lightweight.
Well, this was something. Running in this heat is borderline suicidal. So it's finally time to take down the mask. Oh jeez.
Woo! Whoa! Light is bright. How do I look?
Glorious.
As always.
Now, to the most dangerous test we've ever performed. If Skydmask 90 can protect me from the supposedly deadly vapors of Surströmming, then it can, without a shadow of a doubt, handle exposure to far less terrifying substances like Novichok, mustard gas or VX. For this test, I decided to wear a chemical raincoat to be completely safe.
Alright, are we ready? Does your mask seal?
Yep.
Okay, great. Let's go. Okay, gases. I hope it will not make a splash, but so far so good. Okay, look at these nice pieces of fish. I'm not going to eat it just like that. I read on the internet that it's supposed to be eaten with bread. There is a lot of flies, and why am I surprised? We'll put on a little bit of butter. So let's spread it a little bit. Next up, potatoes. I read that Swedish people like eating surströmming in a similar combination. Oh, why did it close? Stay open, please. And now surströmming. So I'll just try one. And the last touch is onion. Ta-da! The brunch is ready. One's for me and one is for you.
How kind.
Oh, you're welcome. The judgment day has come.
Ooh, that's pungent. And I feel very, very brave. Bon appetit and farewell. It's actually not bad. It's salty, it's fishy, but it only smells bad. It actually tastes much better. I'm a messy eater. How do you like it?
Well, it's salty.
I don't know, I expected something much worse.
Yeah, the worst part is the saltiness.
Maybe this one isn't ripe enough.
Well, it was already bursting from the can.
I was expecting to drop it somewhere nearby as a toxic waste, but actually I'm gonna take it home. Surströmming, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's better with potatoes and bread. Whew. I could really use some water and I could drink it from the bottle right away, but maybe I should perhaps show you how the drinking system of Skydmask 90 works.
This drinking adapter lets you drink from regular plastic bottles. You just screw it on in place of the original cap. Unwrapping of the drinking tube, positioning of the inner straw and connection of the drinking adapter is intuitive and simple. There's also a dedicated plastic bottle with a capacity of 10 deciliters, which is 1 liter. The bottle has a measuring bar on the side, so you can check how much water is left inside. It's a nice bonus I have never seen in other drinking bottles. The drinking system of Skydmask 90 is very user-friendly and makes in-mask hydration quick and straightforward all the way through. To wrap things up, there is a lot to like about Skydmask 90. The mask is lightweight, flexible and most importantly, very comfortable. The head harness straps are easy to tighten and loosen, and overall, the build of the mask is very practical and well thought out. The only thing I didn't appreciate is the outwards mounting process with the mask on, as it's kind of a hassle and you'll most likely be unable to secure all the 3 mounting points onto the lens frame. They can be mounted just fine when you're not wearing the mask. As we previously mentioned, Skydmask 90 is made in 3 variants and we would be happy to compare them sometimes in the future. That's it folks, I hope you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and let me know in the comments what are your thoughts on Skydmask 90 and what other respirators should we review next. See you next time in CBRN Academy.